Welcome to your all levels daily yoga practice. This video is dedicated to Victoria. Thanks for watching. Hi. You're going to come into a tabletop position on your mat. Open your knees wide, bring your feet together, hips back for a child's pose. Fingers reach forward and forehead rests on the mat. Allow your breath to be very present, slow, audible, nice cyclical breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Relax your face, your jaw, and set an intention for your short practice today. Inhale, come up to your hands. Left hand grounds you just outside of the left knee. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, thread the needle by reaching the right arm underneath the left armpit, right shoulder, right temple of the head to the mat. Left fingers spider crawl to the top of the mat. Breathe here. Legs are the same as they were in child's pose. Create active spider fingers pressing into all of the digits on your left hand, creating length through the left side body, pressing the left hip away from the left armpit. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Option 2, reach the left arm back behind you in a half bind, left fingers crawling into the right hip crease or just folding back over the mid-spine. This is an option. When you're ready, take a breath in, left hand under the left shoulder, right arm reaches up, and roll out the wrist on the right hand. Other side, left arm reaches up, roll out the left wrist. Inhale, breath. Exhale again, threading the needle, coming down gently. It's okay if your shoulder and head do not touch the mat. They can hover just like your hips, and then reach the right arm forward and extend it to the top of the mat. Active arm to find that nice stretch. Breathing into your belly. And exhaling everything so your next breath is really audible. Option for you to reach the right arm up now. Bend the elbow and create that half bind. Option to reach the right fingers into the left hip crease. Or stay where you are, remembering that's an option in everything. Here's your choice. You're living in your body, so just make sure to do what feels right and comfortable for you. Take another inhale breath. Reach the right arm high, exhale. Right hand under the right shoulder. Reach up with the left hand, pressing to the right hand. Good, rolling out the left wrist. As you exhale, plant the palms, tabletop position, hands and knees under hips, hands underneath shoulders. Beginning your cat-cows, set yourself up, drop the belly, head and hips high. Exhale, chin to your chest, tuck, curl round. Inhale, open up the chest, press into the palms. Exhale, chin to chest, lengthen the tailbone down between the knees. One more cycle of your cat-cows at your own pace and breath. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance apart, hands are shoulder width distance apart. Slope in the spine, bend one knee at a time if you'd like to pedal out. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, hover an inch or two off the mat into that tabletop with the knees hovering. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, drop the heels back in downward facing dog. Ears between the biceps, head down, hips high. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Just let the spine round over the thighs with the knees bent, fingertips in line with the toes. Inhaling for a little bit of length. Exhaling to fold deeply. Focusing on that cyclical breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back like there's a tray resting on your spine. A little bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, breath. Exhale, fold. Left hand down under the heart. Right hand up, finding that little twist. Keep the feet grounded, bend your left knee. Option to bring your right hand to the low back to see if your hips are level, and then reach right back up, stacking joints. Wrist over shoulder. And exhale, come back down. Forward fold. Other side. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Right hand under the right shoulder. Peel the chest open, left hand over the left shoulder. Find these nice lines you're creating with the body from the tailbone through the crown of the head and from the right fingers all the way through the left fingers. Again, option to balance off the spine by checking in with your low back with your hand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Plant the palms. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Option to grab a strap. Sweep the hands over your head to find that nice shoulder stretch. Bend the knees a lot and squeeze the knees into the chest. Almost like you're sitting in a chair, knuckles reach up and over your head comes down. Find that balance, head is forward, hips are back. Take a breath in. Take a breath out, release the hands back down. Forward in front of the toes, tuck, curl round, squat, lift the heels and bring the forehead to the knees. Inhale, look forward. Bring the shoulders over the hips with the knees hovering. Squeeze the knees together. Maybe find a little bounce. Pressing to the balls of your feet. That's where the power is derived from, this posture. Palms in prayer, balance, exhale, release, plant the palms. Downward facing dog. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Take a breath in. Exhale, walk your hands forward, forearm plank. You can snake the body forward into a plank and then come down to the elbows underneath. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Hips are slightly high and round through the upper back. Engage your inner thighs and squeeze your glutes. Take a breath in and exhale, knees down to the earth, and then slowly roll your hips, your belly down, coming into a forearm sphinx or seal, what I'm doing, if your back is up for it. Hands on opposite sides of the mat in front of your torso and press up. Feel the curve of the mid-spine, the thoracic spine, and squeeze your shoulder blades together as you gaze forward. Take a breath in. Breath out. Everything's engaged to protect your low spine. Lower down all the way. Take a breath in. Gaze to your left. Squeeze your thighs, opening up through the shoulders. Cactus shape your arms. Lift your left knee. Elbows are in line with your shoulders. Arms look like goalpost arms and are flat to the floor. When you're ready, you're going to roll out the ankle. Rock onto your right hip. Lift your left foot. Your left knee comes up and over, hovers over the body. And you open up by keeping the right shoulder down. Rock onto the right hip, right shoulder, right temple of the head. And relax the head and neck, jaw. Your right shoulder is glued to the mat. Left elbow, left shoulder may hover. Breathe here. Feel that stretch through the quad, the hip flexor. This should feel really good in the left, rather right shoulder. Come back to center when you're ready. Slowly lift your head, gaze to the right. Take a breath in. Bend your right knee when you're ready. Bending that right knee, take a breath in and out. Roll out the right ankle. You're going to move that right foot back behind you. Relax the head and neck. Breathe, keeping that left shoulder down. Remember that left elbow is just in line with the left shoulder, not in front or not slid back. Just in line to feel that front line of the shoulder stretch. Relax the head. Finding your breath, your intention. Slowly moving back to your belly. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Take a breath in. Slide the fingers off of the mat, spider curl the arms, and then lift the chest when you're ready. Wave of length through the spine. Exhale, lower. Elbows look like cricket legs. Inhale, find that wave of movement through the spine to lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, open the chest. Breathe here. Exhale to lower, back down. Hands under shoulders, press up, tabletop position, and round through the spine. Angry cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine. Angry cat, press through the palms. Engage the core. Exhale, strengthen the back as you push the heart through the arms and find your downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, lift the hips. Exhale, down dog. Maybe the heels are closer to the mat than they were previously. Push the heart back between the thighs. Inhale, look forward, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Sit back, sit down, chair pose. Sink low, reach the arms high or in front of you, whatever works. Make sure you can see your toes if you gaze down. Good. Feet can be hip width distance or toes can be together. Inhale, lift all the way up, stand tall, hands at your heart, Samasthita. Inhale, breath, reach the arms high, mountain pose, engage everything. Exhale, baby back, bend cactus the arms and round through the upper back, look up. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, tuck, curl, round, bound ball pose, squat, lift the heels, bend the knees, forehead to knees, tent the fingers. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Length through the spine. Little bend in knees to provide that solid slope in the back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop or step to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit back, sit down. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthita. Inhale, mountain pose, gaze up. Exhale, baby back, bend the elbows, arch the upper back. Inhale, lift, mountain. Exhale, to fold, lead with the heart, neck, and then head. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, tuck, curl, round, bound ball pose. Plant the palms. Exhale, down dog. Look to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, step or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, chair pose, sit low. Reach the arms high or in front of you, gaze forward. Exhale, stand tall, Samasthita. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Open up the arms, bend the elbows, arch through the upper spine. Mountain pose, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Pull yourself in, halfway lift again. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shorten your stance. Stay here, take a breath, press into the right hand firmly. Widen out your stance with your feet. Slide your left hand to the outside of the right shin, ankle, or heel, and draw that heel down and back. Find a twist. Left hand grounds. Opposite side, find a twist, reaching underneath the body, threading the needle. Right hand to the outer left ankle, breathe here. Come back to your down dog. Find yourself in a garland squat. Walk to the middle of the mat, heels and toes out, bend the knees, hips low. Pull the heart through, palms in prayer. Tailbone lengthens down to the mat. The crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, interlace the fingers behind the back. Reach the knuckles up to the ceiling and potentially all the way back behind you. Bend your right knee, draw the right shoulder to the right knee. Connect side body to thigh. Take a breath here. Big breath out. Left shoulder to left knee, take a breath. Exhale. Keeping those heels glued to the mat, allowing your breath to flow evenly. Coming back to center, release the fingers down towards the earth, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, tuck curl round, bound ball pose. And plant the palms. Exhale, downward facing dog, and maybe twerk dog. Feels really good in the low back. Pause, take a break, take a breath. Inhale your right leg high. Stack your right hip over your left hip, so you're turning your body. Bend your right knee, right heel to the left shoulder, scorpion tail that leg. Draw right knee to elbow, right elbow that is. Then scorpion tail the right leg, right back up, the heel towards the left shoulder. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, step the right foot through. Plant the palms, left knee down, low crescent. Inhale, look forward, squeeze the shoulder blades to push the heart through the arms. Exhale, straighten out both legs for modified pyramid pose. Option to step the left leg in, moving into a revolved pyramid, modified. Right hand to the sacrum to check on the leveling of the hips. You can stay there for a modification or extend the right arm up towards the sky. Think about the lines you're creating here from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head, opening up through the heart, lengthening through the left side body. Exhale, moving into your extended side angle. Left foot grounds. Lower the hips as you bend the right knee deeply into this lunge. Right hand on the inside or outside of the right foot. Sweep left arm up and over your left ear, completing the line of angle from the left heel all the way through the left fingertips. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, see if you can press your hips a little bit further forward, your shoulders back on the imaginary wall behind you. Inhale, breath. Exhale, left hand down, low crescent lunge, moving into your half pigeon pose. Right foot wiggles all the way to the left side of the mat. Your right hip lowers down. Your right knee's always remaining on the right side of the mat as you move into this pose. Take your time ironing out the kinks, slowly lowering down to the hips and just finding where you're comfortable. Inhale, breath. Lift up the chest by pressing into your hands, lifting the heart. Exhale, lower. Check in with your left leg. Make sure that the left leg is straight back behind you. Allow yourself to relax here, finding cyclical breaths. Your inhales are as long as your exhalations in this pose. Find stillness here. Relax your jaw. Relax your arms, your low back, your hips. Allowing yourself to let go of any thoughts that come up. And find that nice smooth breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can always part your lips and breathe out through the mouth if you want, or again find the Ujjayi breath, building that nice rich, calming, and smooth breath that helps to reset the nervous system. begin to take a nice long inhale. Open mouth, sigh. Begin to come to your hands, curl the left toes under to pull the left knee in, activate that leg to pull it in. Pump life back into your right leg, curl the hamstring, rotate through the hip, just to release the tension that you may have built from holding that pose for some time. Come back to your tabletop. Take a breath in, breath out, downward facing dog. Press through the fingertips, press through the first set of knuckles, keep the hips high. Inhale your left leg high, press into the fingers, both hands evenly, and then draw the left hip over your right hip, stacking the hip joints, and then bending the left knee to scorpion tail that left leg, left heel towards the right shoulder, and then left knee comes back around towards the belly. Sweep the left leg back up into scorpion tail. Inhale, breath. On your exhale, pull the left knee into the nose. Step all the way through slowly and guide your left leg between the palms to a low lunge, right knee down. Inhale, push the heart forward through the threshold of your arms. Big exhale, lift the hips, straighten out your left leg, modified pyramid pose, keeping the right heel high, hips in line. Hips in line, hips level with each other. Right hand directly under the right shoulder, and then twist open with the left hand down first towards the left heel, and then pry the chest open by just opening your wingspan so the left arm is now reaching over the body. Maybe gaze up at the left thumb as you're finding this revolved, modified pyramid pose. Extending through the hamstrings, breathing into the hamstrings. Maybe even feel that stretch through the IT band. Now flatten out the right back foot. Maybe widen your stance, bend your left knee, extended side angle. Left tricep presses into the back of the left arm. Keep lowering the hips to create that nice line and angle. Right heel presses into the earth, knife edge of the foot, and extend that energy all the way through the right palm. Rotate the heart up, hips forward, shoulders back in space. Left knee back in space. Top of left thigh rotating up towards the sky. Take another breath in here. Exhale, plant the right palm, lift the right heel, come down to your right knee. Another breath in before you move into your half pigeon pose on other side. My favorite Sanskrit pose, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Again, set yourself up. You can always drag the left heel in closer to your right hip. Inhale, breath, lift the chest. Exhale, ease into this pose slowly. Try and level the hips. Relax the forehead down to release. Continue to relax. Relax in the hips, the forehead, the eyes. Soften your jaw. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Remembering to stay present. Surrendering completely to the mat. Take a few more deep breaths here, really melting into the pose. Allowing your hips to soften just a little more. Finding complete stillness.
still just chilling here. What else can you relax and let go of? Taking a huge inhale breath. Exhale, let it go. Walk the fingertips back under the shoulders. Peel and roll your spine up into this proud pigeon with an open chest. Come down to your forearms or hands. Step your left foot back. Extend your left leg straight, pumping blood back in through the hamstrings, curling the hamstring or creating big cyclical movements in the left hip. And then planting the palms, coming to tabletop. Once you're in tabletop, adjust if you need to. Inhale your right arm high, pressing through the left palm. Exhale when you're ready to thread the needle. Coming to your right shoulder, left fingertips creep up to the top of the mat as you extend your left leg back. Engage your left glute, create a line from the left hand all the way through the left toes. Option to sweep the left leg out into a gate-like pose and then sink the hips low into a modified child's pose. Breathe here, feel the inner left thigh stretch. That's amazing for your adductors. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Be gentle with your body here. Try not to crunch or cramp or weigh your hips down forcefully. Let gravity do that for you. When you're ready, come back up. Slide the left knee in. Back to your hands and knees in tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Just recalibrating the spine. Flat back, or find gentle movements left to right like you're wagging the tail. Other side, when you're ready, ground through the right hand. Inhale, peel the left arm open to the sky, left chest. Exhale, thread the needle, left shoulder meets the mat. Extend your right leg back and in the air as you creep your right fingertips all the way to the top right corner of the mat, finding a nice line from the right fingertips to the right toes, engaging your right glute. Strengthen your core by pulling the navel in as well. Slide the right leg out when you're ready into that gate-like pose where the right foot is off of the mat to the side. Extending the leg out, slowly begin to draw the hips back into that modified child's pose. And you can kind of mix it up like I did here. Remember, this is your practice, your body. You're able to adjust as much as you need to in this posture, but really enjoying that inner thigh, inner leg stretch and hip stretch here. Breathing into the hips, letting the forehead meet the mat if you so choose to do so. Relax neck, head, tongue, fingers, elbows, arms, shoulders, belly softens. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale to release. Come to your hands and knees, tabletop position, and then stacking your joints. Knees are 2 fists width distance apart, coming into your camel pose. Imagine you're sliding your hands into those invisible back pockets, or flip the palms up like I like to. Hips stack over your knees, and then inhale, feel like there's a string attached to your sternum, the center of your heart. Lift up through that. Inhale, arch the upper back. Support yourself with your arms by bending the elbows. Keep lifting through the heart, lifting. You can keep the toes tucked under or the tops of your feet flat onto the mat. Breathe in, press the hips forward, lift the heart higher, 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 higher as you round over your calves. Inhale, lead with the heart up, down, infant pose. Collapse the arms surrounding the sides of your legs, the upper body on your thighs, the forehead down. Releasing, take a breath in. Sit up, sit down on your hips, kick your legs to one side or the other. Scoot your hips forward so you have some runway and traction for your spine. Reach the arms forward and very slowly, with the knees bent, roll your spine down on the mat, all the way down. Take a deep breath. Bring your hands comfortably onto the top of the right knee. Extend the left leg long, active stretching. Right knee towards the armpit, removing your leg from the rib cage. Extend when you're ready, your right leg straight up to the sky. Taking a breath in, hold the back of the ankle, calf, shin or foot or heel. Inhaling, press through the left heel and the right heel. As you exhale, forehead to the right knee. Curl the shoulders off of the mat and pull the knee into the nose, nose into the knee. One more breath in. Exhale, roll your spine down, but keep pulling the leg in towards the chest. Keep the left leg active, left glute engaged. Breath in. Breathe into the belly of your right hamstring. Exhale. Bend the right knee. When you're ready, hug the knee in once more and then let it go. Feel the difference between each side. Coming back to the left side, squeeze the left knee into the side body. Thigh meets the side of the left rib cage. Straighten the left leg, take your time, meeting your hands on whatever part of the leg you did on other side, and then curling on an exhale, your forehead to knee to forehead. Finding those active splits on your back. Ardha Hanumanasana on your spine. Exhale, roll your spine down, but keep pulling the leg in towards your body, feeling a nice deep breath move into the back of that leg. Breathe deeply. Audible breath in, audible breath out. Inhale, breath, bend the knee. Exhale, squeeze it into the side body, still actively pressing into the right heel, right leg to keep it strong and straight. Slide the legs down. Let the natural curvature of your spine take shape and bring your hands to your belly, breathing into your hands. Bending the knees into a tabletop shape. Arms out to a big Texas T. Drop your knees to the right. Hover the knees for a moment, keeping the shoulders glued to the mat. Exhale, release the knees down to the mat. Option to gaze to the left if the neck is not irritated. Soften your jaw. Enjoy the stretch and maybe even peel the left hip away from the left armpit for an additional stretch and release. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Slowly begin with knees together. Move the knees to the center. Bounce the hips to the right and drop the knees to the left, letting them hover for a moment. Exhale to release, keeping the shoulders glued. Release the legs down. Option to hold on top of the right thigh as you soften the right hip away from the right shoulder. Option to gaze over that right shoulder And breathe here. So just doing opposite side for you, whichever side you didn't do, in this easy supine twist. Taking your slow, methodical breaths, coming back to your intention for this practice. And don't mind me, my nose is a little stuffy now for whatever reason. And just staying focused and present on where you are in your practice. Noticing the breath, whether it's stuffy like mine, or if it's free and fluid and tension-free. Coming back to center on an inhale, finding a happy baby, keeping the low back glued to the mat. Maybe even arching the back for a different stretch. Hold the ankles, shins, or inner feet, arches, heels, whatever feels good. Taking a breath, rocking from left to right, massaging your adrenal glands, your kidneys, your spine. Finding free movement on your own for a couple of breaths, whatever feels good and natural for you. And then planting yourself down onto the mat. Roll your shoulders under your back. Allow the neutral and natural shape of your spine to take place and shape on your mat. Separate your legs, let the heels come in, toes out. Palms and arms open up as wide as feels comfortable. Allow the head to feel heavy, shoulders, arms, belly, hips heavy, legs, everything's heavy. Taking a big breath in, open mouth. Exhale into your Shavasana. Let it go completely. If anything comes up, let it go as easily as it came in. Surrendering to stillness, to silence, without any reactivity, letting everything go, letting the controlled breath leave you. Just being present, remaining still, and surrendering into stillness. Let go. Taking a huge inhale breath, fill up every corner and deepest lobe of your lungs. Open mouth, exhale. Wiggle the fingers, toes. Begin to rock your head very heavy and slower than you naturally want to move. From left to right, one ear towards the mat and then the other. Beginning to completely awaken here. Maybe opening and closing the jaw before you walk one foot in at a time and bend your knees with your feet flat on the mat. Hands to your belly. In gratitude of a sound practice that you were able to give yourself and the time to be still and absorb your practice. It's so important to come to your mat and complete your practice with a shavasana. Your final resting always helps reset and lets the body really recalibrate and absorb every single thing you've done in practice and gives you that strong muscle memory. When you're ready, come into a fetal position like I'm in. You're going to roll to the left or right side of your mat. Bring one hand to the floor and push yourself up. Slowly, comfortably, with your eyes closed, preferably your gaze softened, to a cross-legged seated position. Palms can be down or face up on your knees, and press into the back of the palms to push your chest high. Now reach your arms over your head, palms touch in prayer overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. You can do this a couple of times and then bring your palms into prayer. One more time. Inhale, breath. Reach the arms nice and high. Palms touch overhead, thumbs at your sternum, palms in prayer. Thank you for sharing your practice and your energy with me and everyone else practicing. Bringing your thumbs to third eye center, seat of intuition, all-knowing eye, letting your intuition guide you on and off the mat. I bow to you. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice once again. I hope to see you again on your mat soon. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Be patient with yourself. I believe in you. You are exactly where you're supposed to be in the practice. Allow your own intuition to lead you on and off of the mat.